Do you need to escape from your American house? I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Day.
In this lesson, you'll learn different idiomatic phrases that use the word get. We'll listen to a conversation at Dave and Sheila's apartment.
Dave's feeling bad because of his breakup, but he and Sheila are a bit bored, so they want to have some fun.
As usual, they will be speaking very informally. Ready to listen?
You bet.
I'm bored. We should go do something after work to get out of the house tonight.
Agreed. I have a colleague that said he could get us into that new club in DuPont Circle. You in the mood to shake your booty?
I do love to get down, but I haven't really been in the mood for dancing since Isabel dumped me.
Aw, did she trample your heart? I didn't realize you hadn't gotten over her yet.
Yeah, I'd rather do something more low-key.
What about that bar in Adams Morgan? It's always packed and they have lots of microbrews.
Sounds good. I get off work around 6.
Okay, well, I better get going to work.
Yeah, me too.
Hope you feel better. I didn't realize that DC had so much in terms of nightlife.
You probably remember when we learned about happy hours as a popular destination for young professionals.
Sure do.
But DC nightlife is not just after-work drinks. The city has a wide variety of nightlife options that range from hip-hop dance clubs and jazz bars to gay and lesbian clubs and bars that serve hundreds of kinds of beers. Whatever your preferred nightlife style, they are bound to have a good option for you in Washington, D.C.
Sounds like it can be a fun place for everyone.
That's for sure. Let's get to the vocab then.
The first word we shall see is
DuPont Circle.
an area of Northwest Washington, D.C., known for its art community and gay and lesbian establishments.
DuPont Circle. DuPont Circle.
Next,
To trample.
to step on harshly and repeatedly.
To trample. To trample.
Next,
To get over.
to recover, to accept, to move on.
To get over. To get over.
Next,
Low key.
relaxed.
Low key. Low key.
Next,
Adams Morgan.
an area of Northwest Washington, D.C., known for its nightlife and many bars.
Adams Morgan. Adams Morgan.
Next,
Packed.
crowded.
Packed. Packed.
Next,
Microbrew.
beer made by a small company, usually local and released to a small market.
Microbrew. Microbrew.
Next,
Colleague.
coworker, somebody who works with you.
Colleague. Colleague.
Next,
Booty.
slang for your rear end.
Booty. Booty.
Next,
To dump.
slang for to break up with someone.
To dump. To dump.
Let's take a look at some of the phrases from the dialogue.
What's our first one?
Trample, meaning to step on harshly and repeatedly.
When Sheila asks Dave, "Did she trample your heart?" she means that Isabel hurt him deeply and emotionally.
Has anyone ever trampled your heart?
Oh, so many times.
Oh, you poor thing.
But what's really going to trample my heart is if we don't finish these phrases. Why don't you give us the next one?
Well, it's booty, which is slang for rear end or behind.
Sheila asks, "You in the mood to shake your booty?" to see if Dave wants to go out dancing. As we learned in the vocab, booty is a cute slang term. When we say shake your booty, we are referring to dancing.
I remember a popular song that used the word booty.
Yeah, there was a hit dance song in the 1970s called Shake, 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 Shake Your Booty. Since then, it has been a cute way to refer to going out and dancing and having a fun time.
Sounds fun.
I think so too. Let's move on to the grammar.
All right. The focus of this lesson are the many meanings of to get.
To get is an incredibly common part of many phrasal verbs.
Throughout this series, we have learned several, but in this lesson, we will be focusing on many different ways to use to get as a part of a phrasal verb.
There are dozens of ways, but let's just look at some of the most common examples.
First, let's look at one from the dialogue.
Dave says, "I do love to get down." This is a pretty specific example. To get down in this case means to party or to dance.
There are literally dozens of to get phrasal verbs, and we are not going to come even close to covering all of them in this lesson. For a more detailed look, check out the lesson notes.
That's a great idea, but let's at least go through all of the examples from the dialogue.
Sounds good. Another one we heard from Dave was,
"We should go do something after work to get out of the house tonight." In this case, we hear to get out.
to get out can mean a lot of things, but Dave is using it here to mean escape or leave. He really is bored and wants to leave the house.
That's right. Here's another example.
Sheila says, "I have a colleague that said he could get us into that new club." Here, Sheila uses the phrasal verb to get us into.
When we talk about getting into somewhere, we mean gaining entrance or being able to go in.
So that means that the club might be hard to get into because it's so exclusive, but that Sheila's coworker can help them gain entrance.
Let's hear another.
Sheila says, "I didn't realize you hadn't gotten over her yet." To get over something or someone means to recover from them.
Dave is still pretty upset about his breakup with Isabel.
So we can say that he hasn't gotten over her yet.
Great. Let's hear one last example from the dialogue.
Dave says, "I get off work around 6:30. When we say to get off something, we can mean a lot of different things.
Like, to get off a bicycle means to dismount it, and to get off a train means to exit it.
But they all have one thing in common.
When we get off something, we finish using the object or doing the action. So getting off work means,
Finishing work.
which is what we are just about to do.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you enjoyed this lesson. Until next time.
I'm bored. We should go do something after work to get out of the house tonight.
Agreed. I have a colleague that said he could get us into that new club in DuPont Circle. You in the mood to shake your booty?
I do love to get down, but I haven't really been in the mood for dancing since Isabel dumped me.
Aw, did she trample your heart? I didn't realize you hadn't gotten over her yet.
Yeah, I'd rather do something more low-key.
What about that bar in Adams Morgan? It's always packed and they have lots of microbrews.
Sounds good. I get off work around 6.
Okay, well, I better get going to work.
Yeah, me too.
Hope you feel better.